Highlights of game number 16 on the schedule this week. The debut of Dennis Allen as Raider head coach.
Dennis Allen.
He's the youngest head coach in the National Football League, 39 years old. There's Phillip Rivers. What can they do on the road? Pick it up 3-0 Raiders. Chargers second possession. Robert Meacham, you guys know
the real big Meach. There he is, Robert Meacham.
The former Saint gets 46 for Phillip. And then 4 plays later now, 5-yard line. Ooh, in and out of the hands of Antonio Gates.
You don't see that too often. Yeah, you usually see him come down with that football.
Nate Kading field goal makes it 3-3. Let's go to the second quarter. Next time the Chargers have the football. You know what the Raiders do really well?
Yeah.
They jump off sides well. That's
they
Tommy
are
Kelly.
Who we thought they were.
Jumping off sides.
Were they thought?
Yeah, something.
Remember, they were the most penalized team in the National Football League.
They're on their way back.
In 2011. 2 plays later, Malcolm Floyd. Pirouette down the sideline, guys. Back shoulder for 23.
Unbelievable. Has Malcolm Floyd been there for like 18 years?
I believe he has.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, that's generally him. 4 plays later now, Antonio Gates. I mean, how many years has he been there?
Oh, nice.
I don't know, but he's been making plays like that every year since he got there.
That's 17 yards for the new trim-looking Antonio Gates. And then your guy, Heath, Malcolm Floyd, 6-yard touchdown, makes it 10-3.
Phillip Rivers buys time, little flipping around in the pocket, scramble up. And this guy does not miss.
That's how you do it, Vernon Davis. That's how you do it.
13-play drive. Raiders get the ball back, and they were called for a delay of game. They have one timeout left. They get down inside the 2. They're going to review it here. Darren McFadden find out they're a yard short. They don't go for it on 4th down. Take the field goal, 10-6 at the half. Third quarter, the new trim-looking Antonio Gates with a one-handed catch, but he does not get the first down. He does get, however, on this, an injury, rib injury. They send him to the locker room. Antonio Gates, though, good news, would eventually return. 10-6 here midway through the third. Carson Palmer dumps it off to Brandon Myers. Eric Weddle up there to stop him for no gain. Norv is livid. Hope you're not a lip reader. Raiders had too many men on the field. They eventually get called for the penalty. They were going to go for it on 4th down. Now they can't go for it. They have to punt, which brings us to the punting situation. Flashback to 2010. The Raiders blocked 2 Charger punts. They beat them 35-27. Tough day that day for Mike Cyphers. Now fast forward back to Monday and say that, my friend, is John Kondo, the normal long snapper, leaving. So now we have Travis Gaethel, the backup long snapper.
Is this bowling or long
snapping? It's not bowling.
Hey, I don't know, but get the best punter in the game out of there. You're going to get him hurt.
My brother can long snap. Y'all go sign Jamie Sharper. He can long snap better than that.
Well, that was the first time Chargers get a field goal out of it. This is the second time. Dante Rosario with the block. Leckler couldn't get it away. Another field goal results from that. And again, his name, get to know him, is Travis Gaethel. How did this happen?
Bad job by that offensive tackle on the punt team. You got to block inside out. He goes outside in, lets the guy get a clear shot to his punter.
Folks, if you can count to 4, you can play on the punt team in the NFL. Goodness gracious, Raiders.
4th quarter, now 19-6. Darren McFadden goes backwards for 11, which would set up a 3rd and 21 near midfield. Carson Palmer, who was misfiring, but even when he hit guys, they couldn't catch it. Rod Streeter doesn't get that, which brings us again to Travis Gaethel.
We're back to bowling.
Ground ball to second.
Bowling. Is this cricket? What else do you throw the ball like that?
And that also leads to a Nate Kading field goal. Travis Gaethel becomes the story for the Oakland Raiders. Score here 22-6 at that point. Raiders get a late touchdown and make it 22-14.
Titans out on the coast. CJ only had 4 rushing yards. They retired the number of the late Junior Seau before this game.
Junior Seau was a great player.
First quarter, opening drive, no Antonio Gates in this one. So Phillip Rivers finds Dante Rosario. He doesn't mind the hit. I'll take the score.
That's one fired-up quarterback, that guy.
Next Titans drive, Jake Locker playing with that bum left shoulder. Here it was his right one that was a problem.
You knew that was going to be a pick when he threw it.
Eric Weddle with the honors. Locker finished 15 of 30, 174 on the day. So
that's not that good.
Dante Rosario, anybody pick him up today in fantasy?
They will next week.
No, great location. Throw it up nice and tall.
Yeah, so that's 2 touchdowns and as many scores for San Diego. But wait, there's more. Little play action or something?
play.
No.
Yeah, North Turner's passing scheme is as good as it gets.
Chargers are 2-0.
Late game finals, at least one in, and it's been hot here in Southern California recently. Over 115 in San Diego. Matt Ryan, the highest rated quarterback in the NFL.
Hot and suspicious.
Ryan Matthews playing in his first game since breaking the collarbone in the preseason. Second quarter, trailing 6-0. Ryan Matthews fumbling.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're out of contact for a while. Not getting game, speed, contact, getting back and getting hit. A lot of times you see guys fumble when they get back into action.
I like the look of this Atlanta Falcons defense with Mike Nolan in charge. They've just got a little extra hitch in their step.
I love the look of Matt Ryan so far. He has looked in rhythm, confident, putting it right on Tony Gonzalez.
Is this the year that Matt Ryan
We shall see.
takes that next step into the elite class of quarterbacks?
Off to a terrific start and moving that way. 3rd down and 5. Phillip Rivers throws to his right. Wants Antonio Gates, but throws it right to Thomas Deku.
Well, if you're going to throw that ball, you have to throw it towards the sideline where only Antonio Gates can catch it.
Was ruled an incomplete pass.
I don't know.
Oh, no, they're going to give it to him.
Might be a little biased.
Pick.
But give them the interception.
Falcons ball, 1st and 10. Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, 9-yard
That's
score.
somebody that's going to come down with the ball. This guy's stepping up and playing better and better each and every week, and that's allowing Matt Ryan to have as much success. He got an extra weapon on the outside in Julio Jones.
He was 30 out of 43 touchdowns, did throw his first interception of the season. Other side, Phillip Rivers picked off by that man again, Thomas Deku.
Well, the first 2 weeks of the season, the San Diego Chargers took care of the football. They were not a self-destructive team like they were the last 2 years. Today, they went back into self-destruction mode.
Thomas Deku and William Moore right now are the best safety tandem in the NFL. Yes.
That's high
they
praise.
They are.
That is
Matt
high
Ryan,
praise.
75% came into this game at 70%, doing nothing to hurt his standing as the top-rated quarterback in the league. More importantly for Atlanta fans, the Falcons remain perfect. All about divisional battles here early on this Week 4 Sunday. AFC West, the Chiefs and the Chargers. Jamal Charles, top rusher in the National Football League, coming in, and Phillip Rivers looking to bounce back from a subpar performance last week. Rivers, Eddie Royal, touchdown, San Diego.
One of his new weapons. He loses Vincent Jackson in the offseason. He adds Eddie Royal and a couple of other guys. When Phillip Rivers is on, he's on.
And Matt Castle, not exactly on today. That is right to Eric Weddle.
And Matt Castle is off. He is off.
It just looked
You
like
might want to turn him off.
a Kansas City team that, even at home, disinterested.
Yeah, in the way they started the football game.
Yeah.
You know, turning the football over, getting down.
And Jamal
That's the way you
Charles
want to do it.
stopped here, 1st and 15, stripped by Phillip Rivers, or Sean Phillips recovers for the Chargers.
Another of their 6 turnovers in this game.
Yeah.
6.
How many times do you win a football game when you turn it over 6 times?
We have to look at the percentages. It's probably .0003.
Yeah. Let's just go with
Percentage.
very, very rarely.
There's a former
Minimal.
Chief in the backfield and in the end zone. Jackie Battle, touchdown San Diego.
Speaking of him on the flip side, where is Peyton Hillis? You know, Jackie Battle, the bruising back that San Diego picked up from Kansas City. Now, where's Peyton Hillis to be that 1-2 combination with Jamal Charles? You know, is he?
He didn't get a carry today.
Did not.
Tommy, you said 6 turnovers, right?
6 turnovers, Paul. 3 fumbles and 3 interceptions. They were equal opportunity bad, both on the ground and through the air.
Second fumble there by Jamal Charles. And here comes San Diego. There's Phillip Rivers giving it right back, though. Picked off by Brandon Flowers.
Yeah, nice undercut by Brandon Flowers. He's one of the elite cornerback in this football in this league. Great job. He's covering a tight end on that play, so he actually should win that battle.
All right, the Chiefs offensively know what to do with it this time, at least. No fumble. How about reversing the field and eventually finding the end zone? Jamal Charles, 37 yards. There's the speed. He still has it after the torn ACL. Touchdown, KC.
This may be the biggest understatement of the day, but Jamal Charles is a difference maker and just an electric player that you
How
love to
about
watch.
Matt Castle coming back on the block? Well,
And with
And a
him.
whiff.
Olé!
Hey, sometimes it's just good
He
to
was
be there.
thinking the right way, at least.
Yeah, he was. He tried, you know.
For
Freed
the
him up.
extra points, Dustin Colquitt, nice job of getting it down. Tries to do
Wow.
the 360, but
Woo-hoo.
now find somebody open.
Oh, stop it.
Are you serious?
He looked like a circus performer trying to get the ball down. I give him high marks for that. He's an athlete.
Chiefs down 20-6, but it's all about the interceptions here. And the fumbles, 6 turnovers. There's another one picked off by Donald Butler. 21-yard San Diego touch.
They look like they're hanging their head. Didn't they look like they were hanging their head from the opening snap? That's a bad throw.
Tony Moeaki probably could have.
At least bat it down, but I mean.
The Chargers up 27-6. Third quarter, third down and 11. Castle going to buy some time. Eventually dump it off to Jamal Charles. He turns the corner.
Yeah, man.
Good choice.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
We keep saying Jamal Charles on the run, Jamal Charles on the reception. He
Just
is
keep
there.
feeding him.
Yeah, he's the guy they need to get the ball to early and often because he is their difference maker.
Problem is, he's not big enough to carry it 25, 30 times a game.
So you bring in a backup like Sean Drome. 3rd and 14. He gets 8. Quentin Jammer puts his shoulder on the football. That's another turnover recovered by Atari Bigby.
And you don't know, I mean, obviously this is the player's fault, but coaching staff looks at this and says, what can we do? We can't be out there with you, making sure that you protect the football. Fumbles, interceptions, I mean, you can't win that
And
way.
breakdowns in your coverage on defense. I mean, it was just a really bad effort all the way around by the Chiefs today. And even in victory.
Don't they always look like they're going at it?
Yeah.
They like that. 37-20, a 17
like a married
points.
couple.
Yeah,
They love each other,
quarterback, yeah.
but they're always
Up and down. They like this today. The
We don't
Chiefs
argue on that.
fall 37-20. And the Chargers bounce back after that not scoring a touchdown last week.
On down to New Orleans.
better
Sean
than Johnny.
Payton and Joe Vitt were in the house,
Daddy's
given
in
permission
the
by the
house.
NFL to check out Drew Brees.
Got me
47
looking
consecutive games with a touchdown pass, tying Johnny Unitas' record, which has stood since 1960. Flashback, December 4th. Look at this.
Johnny,
United.
you. Black high tops, baby. Let's do
Lenny
it.
Moore.
Lenny who? Lenny Moore.
80 yards on
What
this
you
score.
want? More?
The next week, he went touchdownless against the LA Rams, but
Probably was freezing out there, too.
47 games in a row. So Drew Brees with a chance to set the new record. Devery Henderson wide open from 40 yards out, and there you go.
Get your eyes out of the backfield, Jimmy.
It's what he does.
Double
man.
move. When you see somebody that open, it has to be a double move.
Well, everybody giving him congratulations, including the commissioner, Roger Goodell. Congrats to Drew Brees and his teammates on breaking Unitas' record. Amazing accomplishment by a great quarterback and leader. We are proud of you, Drew. In fact, Joe Unitas, Johnny's son, mentioned, by the way, did you see who caught the touchdown? Number 19, Devery Henderson, of course, the number of his dad. Very, very cool moment. Second quarter, Saints down 10-7. Breeze looking for Marcus Colston. Look at this throw and catch.
Say what you want, man. You've been showing the pictures of Daddy being in the house, being Sean Payton. This kid showed up to play. He's had a lot of drops this season, but he played off the chain today.
Saints up 14-10. 2 Chargers possessions later. Phillip Rivers, the guy that replaced Drew Brees, to Robert Meacham, who caught 23 touchdown passes from Drew Brees during his 5 seasons in New Orleans.
That wasn't even a double move.
One thing about the Saints, they're going to keep you in the game.
Chargers up
was that open, and that wasn't even a double
17-14. Third quarter, opening Saints drive. Breeze is going to be looking for the record setter, Devery Henderson, in and out of his men, but it was behind
Tip
him.
drill.
Quentin Jammer.
Jammer now, that's what he loves right there. He wants to try to get those interceptions.
3 plays later, Ryan Matthews.
trying to say?
You know, we had heard his PT was going to be cut by Jackie Battle, but look at this move. Ryan Matthews like Gary Anderson. Do it.
That's a heck of a business decision.
He ran like he was running for his job today.
Gary Anderson had a better flip.
Okay.
now. His
Gary Anderson
spot.
had a better curl.
All right, might not have been on the block, but at
Not
least in
better
the
than
zip
you.
code. Now Breeze to Pierre Thomas.
Pierre Thomas, how this guy is about to tackle him. Watch this. Now watch how slow he's getting up.
Well, shit ain't no good, man.
Gain of 36 to the Chargers 16. Breeze to Colston again. He has the Saints touchdown receiving record, 51 career TD catches. Breaking a tie ahead with Joe Horn. So somebody get on the cell phone and let him know that. Fourth quarter,
I like that cell phone.
24-21 Chargers. Breeze to Devery Henderson. Did he edit this highlight?
101.
Hold on, wait.
Quarterback is outside.
No. That safety did on the cross route.
Well, he's supposed
the other
to.
corner's supposed to rock back. The other one's he's supposed to rock back.
Not with his man.
Well, Breeze to Colston to finish it off.
This is the Colston that I've been to. This is one of the best receivers in the league when he's playing like that when Daddy's in the house.
Remind you of you, Mike?
Back.
That he ain't gonna go that far.
Urban quiet.
He ain't gonna go that far. He ain't gonna go that far now.
Ball tip.
Morgan
Roman
Freeman.
Harper picking it off, the guy with the salt and pepper hair.
Morgan
Saw
Freeman
that
on the interception.
recently. Taking it down to the Charger 23. So, listen, San Diego, you got to hold them to just a field goal to stay in this thing. Breeze on 3rd and goal. Pressured, looking for Darren Sproles.
That was a touchdown, too.
Listen, if he had been 5'8", he would have caught that.
I don't know what he needed to be with that linebacker.
Drew had, but he
Set up a field goal. So Phillip Rivers, his team down 7, still with a chance. Firing it to Malcolm Floyd for 24 yards. We're moving the chains. It's to the Charger 39.
Nice open field tackle.
4 plays later, on 2nd and 17, Rivers to Antonio Gates.
Okay.
Wide open, 28 yards, but there is a penalty, offensive pass interference on 85.
Horrible call.
He was at a bad day.
What happened is Harper tried to pull his arm down, and he knocked his arm off.
That's a horrific call.
That's a bad call.
He was at a bad day.
All right, I don't know what we dial up for 2nd and 27, but let's figure it out.
Let's throw it up.
Phillip Rivers to Didn't we just see that pattern? That's Malcolm Floyd.
It worked in.
Oh, but the Chargers were flagged for holding.
They got to get to the sideline.
All right. Chargers are not too happy. So now it's 2nd and 37. That is definitely not in the playbook. Looking for Robert Meacham.
Throw it up. Good thing.
Ball's incomplete. However, there's illegal hands to the face. This one's on Martez Wilson, who gets on in there.
That's 5 right there. Look
That's
at
a good call in the middle of the screen, right?
And it's an automatic first down.
Yeah, that happens. 3 plays later, 2nd and 2. Rivers looking for Malcolm Floyd and a first down. It's getting interesting. There's 2 timeouts left for the Chargers. Floyd finished with 5 catches for $108. Still got time. But look at this play on 3rd and 10 with 23 ticks left. Martez Wilson.
Great credit.
The church's money is on the floor.
It's amazing
Sam
when you
have
have
a new
a lead.
woman next week.
When you have a lead, it's amazing the way the pass rush comes.
The Saints have a record-setting quarterback and a win.
Nothing at the half, but then something funny happened.
Yeah, well, Peyton Manning was 11-4 as a career starter on Monday night. That would change. It started out rough for the special teams for the Broncos. First quarter, no score. And Trendon Holiday, he just signed with the Broncos on Thursday. That's not what you want to do when you just signed.
The football.
Yeah, and that would lead.
Not a way to start your career with a new team.
Yeah, Dante Rosario recovers. That leads to a Nick Novak 32-yard field goal.
I don't know what this is.
Omar Bolden, he can't hold on to one. Darryl Stuckey recovers. And Peyton Manning's thinking, what the heck is going on here?
What in the wide world of sports is going on?
2 plays later. Well, we don't really know what he's thinking, but we know what Antonio Gates was thinking there. He's thinking touchdown, 15 yards. He beat Mike Adams on that play. And take note of this, because Mike Adams would vent a little frustration in just a bit. Closer look there. Second quarter now, 3rd and 5 from their own 17. Rivers again finds Antonio Gates for 12 yards.
Oh, stiff arm.
Mean stiff arm.
First down.
Get another one.
Now get off me.
Oh,
No, get off me. Now get off me
See,
again.
I don't think they got this penalty right.
Yeah, well, they call
call
that
this on Adams.
unnecessary
ain't right.
roughness on
The guy
Adams.
that got picked on got the penalty.
And then the next play, 1st and 10, Phillip Rivers is picked off.
That's what you like to
Jim
see.
Leonard, nice play, but
that's what
don't
you like
do that.
Yeah,
You
but
get a
that's
little
a
penalty
nice play
for
by
that.
Jim Leonard. It don't matter. He got the ball for his team. You like to see that in your safety play.
Broncos now with the ball. Peyton Manning finds a wide open Eric Decker. Big day for Decker.
You didn't see that gopher on the field?
I did see the gopher.
You saw the gopher?
Along with that white line. Peyton's like, come
Manning
on,
said, I
man.
didn't see the gopher. What are you looking at there, dude? 3 plays
Saw the
later.
Caddyshack.
Manning's pass is nowhere near Matthew Willis. It was near Quentin Jammer, though, and he takes it 80 yards for the pick 6.
Matthew Willis didn't get that eye-to-eye, hand-to-hand communication Peyton was giving him.
Well, take another look.
Who are we
As
gonna
they
blame
come
on
up
that?
to the line of scrimmage.
I'm blaming Willis.
Look at Peyton. He says, look, Willis,
And I
make sure you
agree.
run the right
Yes.
route, but that's not
Hot read.
the right one.
Jammer got the signal.
Yeah.
He did.
Thank you very much.
Freebie.
Peyton's a little frustrated. Phillip Rivers puts a little cherry on it.
I tell you, boy. Some bad defense early in this game.
Absolutely. Raheem Moore, listen, we're going to get Leonard blamed for that, but Raheem Moore, we know, buddy. That was yours.
He looks thrilled.
Fuming. It's 24-0 at the half, but then there's a second half.
There is a second half. 24-0
different
again. 24-0. But Peyton got it going early. 4 minutes in, Demaryius Thomas. Gruden called it on the broadcast. Here it comes.
Absolutely.
A 29-yard touchdown. Peyton 6 for 6 on that drive. He's cooking now. As grandmother would say, actually, he's cooking with gas. Yeah, ensuing possession though.
Get on the ball.
They almost kind of gave it
Bend
back.
your
Randy
knees.
McMichael tackle.
Jim
lost
Leonard.
it. Jim Leonard
Bend-
cannot pick it up.
bend your knees.
Ronnie Brown recovered. That's a first down, and then 3 plays
Here we go.
later.
Talk about
Phillip hit by Elvis Dumerville.
Moment of truth.
No, it's Tony Carter.
There it is, Andrew, the moment of truth.
There's your guy, Tony Carter. You've worked out with Tony Carter.
Yeah, I worked out with Tony Carter. I'm happy for this kid. He's getting a chance to play. He's stuck with the team now. Been bouncing around the league a little bit. I'm happy for a great game by Tony Carter.
And Heath, it's the right call. What does the open hand say to the ref?
I don't know.
It says fumble. Right?
Listen, Elvis Dumerville getting it done when it counts.
All right,
time play.
so that's a good touchdown. Now the Chargers get it back. Phillip, you can do something here, except he gets pulled down by the rookie Derek Wolfe out of Cincinnati. That is a 9-yard loss, and the Chargers have to punt. Let's go to the fourth quarter. Peyton.
The sheriff just getting warmed up.
That's a great intro shot to a movie, too. Peyton Manning, Jacob Tammy, left sideline, tiptoeing, getting him in. He gets 25 and a first down, down to the 25.
Wow.
We have all kinds of time, guys. First play from scrimmage there in the fourth quarter. Then the quick hitter to Eric Decker.
He growling at him.
Demarius Thomas didn't fight for the yardage in the first quarter. Eric Decker fights for the yardage in the fourth quarter.
I love
That's
it.
a touchdown. That's a 3-point game, kids.
Hey.
You know what's coming,
Did
don't
I
you?
call this? Did I?
TC.
Darren, tell him the truth. I called that interception.
You called
didn't
that
I?
interception.
Darren, you're not giving me any love, Darren?
And it's Tony Carter again,
Darren
too.
went mute. For once in his life, Darren went mute.
He called it, folks. He called
Remember,
it.
Phillip Rivers said he wanted Peyton Manning in the division. Did he
Yeah.
not? Well, here you go, Phillip. 24-21, 10 minutes to go. Peyton to the outside, Brandon Stokely to the 26-yard line. We are not done. 1 on the play clock when he gets this off.
Look at
And
the
that
ball
is just a
placement.
thing of beauty.
That is unbelievable.
That is just a thing of beauty.
Peyton,
Now, what's better,
Peyton
the
said
catch
he's
or
the
the throw?
best slot receiver in all of football.
21-yard
with that.
touchdown.
Yeah, Wes Welker, but go ahead.
What's better, the throw or the catch?
They're both.
You know what? That throw, we expect that, but Stokely making that catch, wow.
That's a thing of
13
beauty.
straight
What do you
completions.
say? Peanuts. Is that what you said?
That's kind of like a
kind
peanut.
of peanuts?
Yeah, that's a
oh, okay.
peanut.
28 unanswered points. But the Chargers, though, will make it interesting. First play of the next drive, 13 to Gates
Yeah,
to the
interesting, all
45. Now they get a 3rd and 7 on the 41.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
my.
Hey,
Chris
Great-
Harris.
Yeah, great route recognition by Chris Harris, knowing that when one receiver goes under, another one is coming behind him. Great read and great interception. Nice catch.
nice
Phillip
push
wanted
off
a
by Eric
flag.
Decker.
Phillip didn't get the flag, but here, Peyton and the Broncos would get the short end of the flag. They call this pass interference. Offensive.
Look at the
And let me
sheriff.
tell you, Peyton let him have it.
Darren, what was he saying? Tell us what he was saying.
Meet me in the parking lot, buddy.
He said, boy. He gave him a boy. I saw his lips.
It's all right. It's all right. The Chargers get the ball back. This one's almost picked off by Tony Carter. But you know what? He was just saving it for Chris Harris.
Chris Harris said, thank you very much.
We don't know that he said that, but we do know that he scored a
He said
touchdown.
it. He said it.
46
One of
yard
those things,
touchdown.
Andrew, it was a pick party, and everybody's invited.
Oh, everybody.
Wow. A pick party.
A pick party.
Darren's been to a few of those.
And I always invite everyone.
Party over here.
A party over
Party
here.
over here.
Party
Never
over
been to one of
here.
those.
35
has.
second half points
I know.
for the Broncos.
This game was, again, 24-0. The
35
biggest Peyton Manning
unanswered.
comeback ever had been down 21. That was also on a Monday night.
San Diego, Cleveland, if you like a lack of points, then this game is for you. Phillip Rivers and the Chargers looking to bounce back from that historical collapse. Chargers first drive, no score, a ball in the Browns 30. San Diego goes for it on 4th and 1. Jackie Battle is stopped. Chargers first drive since the collapse against the Broncos ends in a turnover. Harbinger, anyone? Trent Richardson going up against a second-ranked rushing defense in the league. He was banged up coming in with bad ribs. Well, you wouldn't know it here. Browns have the ball 1st and 10. Trent Richardson goes for 8 yards. Looks pretty healthy to me. 2 plays later, here's T. Rich. Another 11 yards. 6 plays later, 2nd and 10. Trent Richardson, 26 yards. Here he goes. He's almost tackled by every single player on the Chargers. And the only guy that nearly tackled was his own offensive lineman. The score, 7-0. Richardson, take another look. Shakes off Atari Bigby. He goes in. No, I'm going to pick you up. Keep going. No, keep going. Keep going. Richardson would finish with 122 yards and that score. 3 possessions later for the Chargers. Browns to lead 7-0. Ryan Matthews fumbles. Got to hold on to that football, Ryan Matthews. DeQuell Jackson causes the fumble. Billy Wynn recovers. It's Matthews' 12th fumble since 2010. Cleveland, though, would have to punt, and punting would be a major part of this game. Second quarter now, 3 seconds left. Browns up 7-0. Chargers have the ball. Nick Novak from 43, and it is good. after giving up 42 unanswered. The Chargers score. Look how happy they are going to the locker room. I'd be that happy too. Hooray! It's almost Halloween too. We're going to eat candy. Third quarter, Browns lead 7-0. Chargers have the ball. Phillip Rivers throws to a wide open Robert Meacham. Look at Bobby Meacham. This is going to be a taking cues and lessons from watching Stephen Hill inspirational tapes. That would have been a touchdown. Chargers would have to punt on the next play. Fourth quarter now, we fast forward because there's been no offense. Browns lead 7-6. 3rd and 6 on the Chargers 46. Brandon Weeden back to pass. Gets sacked by both Melvin Ingram and Sean Phillips. Chargers have the ball back. One last chance with 2:46 left to go. Now there's less than 2 minutes to go. Phillip Rivers looking for Ronnie Brown. Takes it for 21 yards. Brown gets pushed out of bounds at the San Diego 45. Here come the Chargers. $1:49 left. Phillip Rivers hits Ronnie Brown. 10 yards again. Suddenly Ronnie Brown is fantasy relevant. Well, not really. Brown gets pushed out of bounds at the Cleveland 44. 3 plays later, 3rd and 10. Rivers looking for Dante Rosario. Everybody falls down, incomplete. 4th and 10 on the Browns 44. This is it. Someone's going to walk out of here a winner, and someone's just going to walk out of here. Phillip Rivers looking for Malcolm Floyd. But it's broken up by Buster Screen, Norv Turner, and the Chargers lose their 3rd in a row. Cleveland wins a barn burner, 7-6. Sorry, Phillip.
Matt Castle back at quarterback for the Chiefs. Brady Quinn out with a concussion. Norv Turner not out yet in San Diego, but there was a report in San Diego speculating that he would be if he lost this one. Chargers looked early on like they really didn't want that to happen. Came out strong. Rivers hooking up with Jarrett Tutu, who just signed with the team on Tuesday. Getting a lot of playing time with Meacham and Royal out. Comes down with a nice catch there that sets up a touchdown 4 plays later. San Diego's first since the first half of week 6. Antonio Gates scored that touchdown back then, scores this one also, and they get the ball right back here. Chiefs coughing it up on their next drive. Dwayne Bowe charged with this fumble here, the first one that he has lost in his entire career. It was caused by Donald Butler. It was recovered by Quentin Jammer. Chargers turned it into a field goal. Chiefs added a field goal on their next drive, and it's 10-3 here. Chargers threatening to score. Rivers a perfect 13 of 13 through the air, but he didn't like what he saw there, and he is perfect no longer. Although that's still a good play. This is not. Just a poor decision right there by number 17. Looking for Dante Rosario. He finds Eric Berry wearing a Kansas City Chiefs uniform instead. A frustrating end to a great first half, and the fans let him hear it on his way off the field. Listen to this. Yikes.
We'll pick it up in the fourth quarter with the Chargers up 10-6. After running the ball 7 straight times, Rivers to Malcolm Floyd. Rivers finished 18 of 20 for 222 scores and a pick. And Floyd celebrates the start of the NBA season by making like former San Diego Clipper Michael Cage and finish it up strong. That away. Ensuing Chiefs possession, it got uglier. Matt Castle, play action out of the end zone. Jared Johnson strips it. Sean Phillips recovers his 3rd touchdown of his career. Johnson just running free, blasting past Donald Stevenson. Chargers up 24-6. Afterward, Johnson going over to Nick Hardwick to celebrate, who is obviously hard-headed. Yeah, put your helmet on next time, Chief. Come on, man. It got worse for Kansas City. Ensuing Chiefs possession, Jamal Charles gets lit up by Donald Butler. The NFL's 7th leading rusher down for the count. Preliminary reports say injured neck, reevaluated when he gets back to Kansas City. Next play, Castle. Don't blame this one on him. Looking for Dexter McCluster. Off his mitts. Demario Williams, the former Chief, returning it 59 yards. His first pick since 07 results in his first career touchdown. Chiefs have turned it over 29 times. That's one more than all of last season. And yes, Kansas City still has not led a game in regulation this year as they fall to 1-7 for the second time in 4 years. As for the Chargers, they say, get off our coach. San Diego facing the Bucs and their rookie Doug Martin, who's coming off a franchise record 251-yard rushing effort.
Teach him how to
Philip Rivers completed 90% of his passes week 9 against the Chiefs. And here, the spin move by Denario Alexander, staying on his feet.
Oh, man, that man got a bad knee. Somebody better catch him. Actually, he got 2 bad knees.
It looked like he was playing a game of Twister. If you look again, he puts left hand on green.
Great inside release, though.
He has a knee brace on, people.
A receiver that was a knee brace should get rushed.
80 yards on that score, 4th career touchdown. Second quarter, talk about a bum rush here. Dakota Watson in on Mike Cyphers. I'll take that, thank you.
He almost intercepted a snap.
Adam Hayward returns at 29 yards for the touch, and the Bucs are up 3. That is just painful.
Did you say that was almost a direct snap?
It's almost a direct snap to him.
Ensuing Chargers possession.
I don't blame the kicker for being down there like that. That was ridiculous.
You've got Philip Rivers to Malcolm Floyd for 6, and then we'll tack on 2 more with the dunk.
Yeah, he got up.
How about Rivers' first half, guys? 16-18, 3 scores.
Boy, he looked great in the first half.
Too bad there's 2 halves to the game.
Third quarter,
to your life.
Down 4. Josh Freeman, who's played great over the last month.
Ball so hard.
Taekwon Underwood. Does he still have the kid and play here?
Yeah, I like
Ball
this
so
kid,
hard.
man. That Slim Shady. Look at
Yeah,
that.
I like him 2 times.
I like the Slim Shady.
All right, fourth quarter, Chargers driving. Philip Rivers actually played a very good game, but there were a couple boo-boos in this, including...
This is ridiculous right here.
Yeah, this is like...
No.
I don't know what it was.
You hadn't seen it yet. You got to see the other angle. This big fella's got to make this tackle. He got to make this tackle.
Undrafted rookie out of Iowa State. He stays in. Remember,
he going to prime time.
Every turnover and scores review.
This is the angle right here. Like, you didn't see that man.
Philip Rivers.
Oh, you didn't see that man?
Philip Rivers looked at the man like he ran off the sideline.
Yeah, that just wasn't good. 2 Chargers possessions later, this wasn't much better. Kind of hit as he threw.
Oh, Philip.
Laquan Lewis picks it off. Bucs win it by 10, boy. They've been playing some good ball. Highest scoring team in the NFL in the last month.
A lot of big plays.
Broncos playing host to the Chargers. Peyton Manning crew. 420 touchdowns, tied with Dan the Man for 2nd all-time. Scoreless. Peyton Manning. Oh, no. Whoop. Tipped, and Eric Weddle take it in.
That was a good try on that tackle.
Peyton doesn't practice tackling very often.
It is on.
You don't throw many pick sixes.
That's the other brother in that commercial, my bad. All right, so second quarter. 10th play of a drive for Denver. Manning to Demaryius Thomas. He just keeps getting better.
Yeah, Peyton Manning is making this guy here, Demaryius Thomas, and Eric Decker, the other receiver, into real superstars.
Well, we got a challenge?
That was a happy.
Do we have a challenge?
Yeah.
We did. Wait. 1,
2.
Yeah.
He got it in.
Give it to him, will you?
So now Dan Marino is, I would say he's probably not
it was
crying.
a different day attack. You could really abuse the receivers when Dan played, and he did. You can't touch a guy now.
Broncos up 10-7, but Mike Cyphers' punt is blocked by Nate Irving. Lance Ball recovers.
Had one block last week as well.
It wasn't even a block on. They didn't even have the block called in the punt got blocked.
Next play, Manning to Brandon Stokely. How good has he been for them?
Wide open. How do you get wide open like that?
Yeah, it had to be a blown coverage.
17-7 at the break. Third quarter, Chargers trying to come back behind Philip Rivers. And Von Miller, who is really turning into one of the superstars in the NFL.
Yes, he is. You see the way he just got off the ball?
He's the first guy to move.
Speed.
He reminds me of late Derrick Thomas, man. He really does.
Wesley Woodyard recovers, and the Broncos are on the move. Miller had 3 sacks and a pair of forced fumbles on the day. Smelling Defensive Player of the Week honors. Then Manning, pump. Eric Decker.
Pump you up.
He gets into the end zone again. Manning finished 25 of 42 for 270 and 3 scores. Chargers still trying to stick around. Philip, he's gotten rid of the mustache. Looking for Denario Alexander. He's getting more burn these days.
That's so hard to cover. A back shoulder fade is so hard to cover. Corners, if you want to cover, just get on the outside of it. Do that.
So Chargers now down 11 in the 4th. 4th and 14. Listen, you got to keep the drive alive somehow. Rivers.
You said, okay, but no, they're blitzing. No, they're coming real fast.
Well, let's see. 4th and 14, looking for Malcolm Floyd, but it's Jim Leonard.
That's what he said.
So Manning and the Broncos, they have won 5 straight. They've scored at least 30 in all 5 of those wins. They extend that lead in the AFC West. This team is coming together. North. Baltimore Ravens, West Coast swing, and they look sloppy. They look sloppy. Ed Reed and the guys.
20
Defensively, they were
That's a
fine.
long plane flight.
That's a great safety right there.
Okay. Travel agent, Steve Mariucci. Third quarter, Ravens down 10-3. Bernard Pierce to spell Ray Rice. 18 yards on the. Whoa! How about the hurl over Eric Weddle?
Eric Weddle was getting ready to make a business decision.
It's like Edwin Moses.
That was a good one.
That ain't bad. That's good call on your part. 4 plays later, 4th and 1. John Harbaugh, what are we doing? We're going for it. Pierce.
You should go for
Who's he going to hurdle over this time? That would be a big play to nothing.
Big defensive stand on short yards by the Chargers.
This is really a must-win for the Chargers. Coming into this one, 4 and 6 on the day. Great job by the defense. Fourth quarter, Ravens down by 10. Flacco, not his best effort on this day for Dennis Pitta. Welcome back to the lineup.
Nice drive.
That's a 90-yard drive, and the Ravens snipping it. They're within 3.
That's what you expect out of Joe Flacco now. He's got to carry this team.
So next Ravens possession, under 2 to go. It's 4th and 29. Who converts 4th and 20? And you're going to dump it down to Ray Rice on 4th and... Wait a second.
That's a lot of belief. That's
Wait a
a lot
second.
of belief in Ray Rice.
Wait a second. Ray Rice, keep going. He does, and they give him the first down. They move the chains, but then they stop the play. They had to go back and look at it and see whether or not he got the first down. But look how pumped up that sideline is. Upon further review, they have to remark the chains, take the measurement. It's a first down, and North cannot believe it.
You guys got to be kidding me.
So now it's the rookie out of Texas, Justin Tucker, to tie it. Oh, he's
got it. I like that. Tucker. Got love for you, baby.
We're heading to overtime.
He lays his uni out before the game. That's all I'm saying.
Ravens' second possession in overtime. So now that both teams have had it, field goal's good enough to win it here. Flacco on 3rd and 4 hits Dennis Pitta for 11 yards. Then Flacco looking for Torrey Smith. Look at that.
Oh, back shoulder throw. Great concentration. Boy, that's a wrestling match right there, and they're going to give it to the offense.
Quentin Jammer right there, but that is indeed an amazing catch.
Great focus.
So it sets up Tucker from 38 yards out for the win. And a huge come-from-behind win for the leaders of the AFC North. North Turner, what about that 4th and 29? What about the Bengals? They're looking for their 4th straight win.
Zim, defensive coordinator.
Andy Dalton playing pretty well. One of 3 players in NFL history to have 20-plus touchdown tosses in each of his first 2 seasons. Peyton and Dan Marino are the others. That one to Jermaine Gresham as he adds to the total. And has a 7-0 lead out in San Diego. Next drive, Dalton looking for A.J. Green, instead finding DeMario Williams. His second pick 6 this year. But what has happened to San Diego?
That's the one thing he didn't do much of in his rookie season.
And they can't get up.
You can't do that down the stretch if they're going to try to get that 6th playoff spot.
All right, Andy Dalton would make up for it. 4th quarter, Bengals down 3 under 5 to go and driving. Dalton looking into the end zone, but I'll take it myself. He's into the end zone.
Good awareness, good effort, good finish. You love it out of a young quarterback.
And good defense against North Turner's crew. Bengals forced a pair of turnovers in the last 4 minutes. This one by Reggie Nelson. And that'll finish it. Since he's won 4 in a row, Chargers have dropped 7 of 8.
San Diego, Pittsburgh, the Chargers 0-14 in the regular season in Pittsburgh. But remember that Al Papunu touchdown in the AFC title game? Ben Roethlisberger back in action for the Steelers after missing 3 weeks. Second quarter, Chargers ball up 3-zip, 3rd and 2, their own 49. Jackie Battle up the middle. Yep, not Ryan Matthews. And he loses a yard. Chargers would be forced to punt. Phillip Rivers, he's just a tad upset at not getting the first down. Later in the second, Steelers ball, same score, 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger escapes pressure. This is what he does better than just about anybody. But his pass to Antonio Brown is incomplete. Take another look. Willie Colon twists his leg on the play. Doug Legursky comes in, the Steelers center. Maurkice Pouncey switches to left guard, so now suddenly things are a little bit different for the Steelers than they anticipated the rest of the game. Next play, 3rd and 8. Ben Roethlisberger looking for a first down. Instead, he's sacked by Marcus Gilchrist, who comes off the edge. Steelers would be forced to punt. Chargers ball now still up 3-zip, 3rd and 1 on the Steelers 39. Phillip Rivers, Denario Alexander 39-yard touchdown, and he's going in for the dunk. Let's see the dunk. Here he goes, and I'll give that a 9. I'll give that a 9. That's a new thing now. Guys that just score touchdowns, they score, and then they dunk it. Take another look. The double move beats Curtis Brown, and then shades of Kenny Skywalker in the slam dunk contest. Ensuing Steelers possession, 4th and inches. Mike Tomlin says, let's go for it. Isaac Redmond up the middle, and he is stuffed for no gain. Chargers ball the Steelers' 47-yard line. That would lead to a 39-yard Nick Novak field goal. Chargers up 13-zip at the half. John Pagano just a tad excited. Third quarter, Chargers ball now, still 13-3. Ronnie Brown takes it on a draw play for 17 yards and a first down. Chargers have the ball on the Steelers' 12. 3 plays later, 3rd and 1, Phillip Rivers. Malcolm Floyd scores the touchdown. It is 20-3. Phillip Rivers a little bit happier than he was earlier in the game. See what a difference like an hour and a half makes? Steelers get the ball back, 1st and 10, their own 8. Roethlisberger pass hits David Paulson in the back. It's a backward pass. Antonio Brown decides to kind of alligator arm and go after it. Because he doesn't do it, Quentin Jammer recovers for a touchdown. Chargers up 27-3. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger, 2nd and 1. Going deep for Mike Wallace. This is what's been missing from the Steelers offense. 49-yard touchdown. Pittsburgh down 27-10. Chargers get the ball back, 4th and 3. Except they pull off the fake punt. Look at Eric Weddle, who runs for the first down. They would eventually punt, though they did take more time off the clock. 4th quarter, Steelers ball, same score. Roethlisberger looking for Emmanuel Sanders. Instead, it gets picked off by the Chargers. They get the ball on the Steelers' 17-yard line. Bront Bird comes away with it on that. So now the Chargers really trying to put it away. Phillip Rivers for Denario Alexander. The touchdown, he has been phenomenal the last 6 weeks. Watch it again. The leaping catch. All this guy's got to do is stay healthy. Chargers lead 34-10. They go on to win it. 34-24. Roethlisberger throws for 3 touchdowns in the loss.
50, that ain't bad.
Wow.
All right.
Cam.
All the way on the West Coast.
Where's
he didn't
he
even
going?
need a plane to get out there. Just flew himself.
Cam.
Well, here, I don't know. Yeah, kind of the tip drill, but it works.
That's just how you draw it up.
D'Angelo Williams. 45 yards officially in the scorebooks. Newton finished today 19-33 for 231 and a couple scores. It's 21-zip at this point. The good news is it was blacked out locally, so the fans didn't have to sit through it.
Blacked that all year.
Third quarter, Newton, Steve Smith, 31-7.
Pittsburgh and play like that and come home and play like this.
Chargers and the Jets. Phillip Rivers looking to bounce back after last week's 31-7 loss to the Panthers. Greg McElroy. It's the McElroy era for the New York Jets, not the Mark Sanchez era. How would it go? Let's see. First quarter, Jets opening drive, 3rd and 9. McElroy sacked by Melvin Ingram and Sean Phillips. He loses 9 yards. Mark Sanchez saying, okay, sack. Great. Okay, get what that play was. So, Jets have to punt. Michael Spurlock takes it, cuts to the left, gets a couple of nice blocks. Robert Malone, the punter, can't get a hand on him. Spurlock takes it all the way into the end zone. 63-yard punt return for a touchdown. Chargers leading 7-3. Tony Sperano saying, okay, we want to go forward and not get sacked. That's something the Jets would have trouble with most of the day. But not here. Jeremy Curley, direct snap on the Wildcat. Look at this. He could be the Jets' best quarterback. He finds Clyde Gates deep right for a 42-yard completion. Jets ball, the Chargers 11. Curley, more yards on that pass than Tim Tebow has had all season long. Yeah, I got to say, because it's the truth. 3 plays later, 3rd and 7. McElroy scrambles for 7 yards. Looks like he's in the end zone, but wait. They call it a touchdown, but the referees rule McElroy was down at the half-yard line. Jets would challenge, lose the challenge. Sean Green would eventually punch it in. Jets tie it at 7 apiece. Next Jets possession. 3rd and 7 on the Chargers 23. Greg McElroy looking for Braylon Edwards. But it's tipped away by Quentin Jammer. However, Jammer gets called for pass interference. Jets ball on the 1. That would lead to a Sean Green touchdown as well. Jets up 14-7. This is where the good times end, though, for the New York Jets. Second quarter, Phillip Rivers looking for Denario Alexander. He goes short left for 18 yards, would lead to a Chargers field goal. San Diego down 14-10. Third quarter, Chargers ball. Same score. 3rd and 7 on the Jets 37. 8th play of the drive. Phillip Rivers, Denario Alexander. Antonio Cromartie is the old, it's a twister, N-E-M. Touchdown Chargers. They lead 17-14. Late in the third quarter, Chargers ball, same score. Phillip Rivers looking for Robert Meacham. Incomplete on 3rd and 17, but the Jets' Darren Walls is called for defensive holding. Rex Ryan does not like the call. Chargers get the first down. Happened a bunch of times today to the Jets where they got off the field on 3rd down only to have a penalty cause them to go back on the field. 2 plays later, Rivers looks for Antonio Gates, and Gates is in the end zone. 34-yard touchdown. Chargers lead 24-14. Gates' 82nd touchdown, passing Lance Allworth for most touchdowns in Chargers history. Bambi now second on that list. Ensuing Jets possession, Greg McElroy looking for Clyde Gates instead, picked off by Corey Lynch. Here comes Braylon Edwards to make his biggest play as a Jet yet. Stops the pick 6, would lead to a Nick Novak field goal. Chargers up 27-14. They win it 27-17. Greg McElroy 185 and a pick in defeat.
Well, we're back in San Diego. The sun is out, but it's been a rainy afternoon so far. Ready for the Chargers and the Raiders, the 2 head coaches. Dennis Allen in his first season on the sideline for Oakland. His first season as a head coach after he was the defensive coordinator for John Fox in Denver, and 5 years under Sean Payton with the Saints. Norv Turner, a lot of discussion, of course, about his future after today here in San Diego. His 7th season leading the Chargers, 3 divisional titles, a trip to the conference championship game his first 3 seasons, 8-8 last year, trying to finish up this season at 7-9 with a win today. Oakland won the toss. They've deferred to the second half, so the Chargers will have the football to start the game. Sebastian Janikowski kicks it away to Michael Spurlock, who takes it at the 2. And a big hole for Spurlock, and he's on his way. Touchdown! The opening kickoff, 99 yards. Second and a long 8. Rivers quickly out to Royal, cuts it back. And a first down as he is flung to the turf. And they come with it. Rivers lofts it. Royal with the catch. Here in San Diego, grew up here before his family moved to Virginia. On to try the 31-yarder and just inside the uprights. So 3rd and 2. Pryor keeps it rolling out. And that is caught for a first down. Rod Streeter, the rookie free agent out of Temple, in the backfield. Pryor, pump fake. And then finally lets it go. That's caught by Myers, the tight end. They will replay the down, 2nd and 14. Short drop for Pryor. Under pressure. And out of bounds. Really quietly. Let's pick up what happened.
Well, that's the beginning of it right there, and it's just, nobody's going to give up. And see,
I don't
nobody's
think
throwing
Spikes,
punches.
Yeah, Spikes was not being aggressive there.
Neither one of them. I mean, they're both pushing each other on the face mat, and right there, okay, I don't see why anybody got ejected because of this. And that, I mean, I can see why if they're not going to let up, then you throw the flag and they offset.
Pryor. Touchdown. Darius Hayward-Bay. A great adjustment. Cypher standing back at his own 14. And they fake it. And that's going to be a first down. So 2nd and 10 for San Diego. Brinkley is checked into the game and has a nice pickup down to the 36-yard line. Michael was the motion man. Play action. Rivers checks it down to Battle. And Battle hammers his way to a first down. Still get a first down inside the 1. First and 10 to the end zone. Rivers. Gates. Antonio Gates. 18th against the pass. Dwyer. Looked like he was going to take off, and that is caught and then fumbled. Rod Streeter, Pro Bowl alternate. 3rd and 10 for Oakland. Dwyer in the seam. That's caught by Myers. Into San Diego territory. 2nd and 4. Short drop, pump fake, and center of the field just throws it up, and it's intercepted by Quentin Jammer. Pryor throwing into coverage, and he pays the price. Chargers last week against the Jets and opened this game with a 99-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. And it will be a short field for San Diego. They will take over in Oakland territory. 2nd and 8 for San Diego. New England, if things stay the way they are now, would be the number 2 seed. They dump it down to Battle. He hammers his way to a first down. Empty backfield now on 2nd and 9. Rivers. Alexander with the touchdown. 34 yards. Denario Alexander from Phillip Rivers.
That'll cause some problems for your franchise.
3rd and 7 for the Raiders. Pryor, that's caught. Plucked out of the air by Rod Streeter. Out of the offset eye. McFadden the deep back. Short drop for Pryor. Throws it on the move. That's caught by Streeter, who manages to hang on, but is slow getting up. Pryor pump fake. Up the sideline. That is caught by Streeter. Right on the money from Pryor. Pryor. Touchdown. Terrell Pryor. That may have been a busted play.
The Bengals are really going to put forth a huge effort against Houston. That's going to be a great game.
Cyphers, and it's blocked. Blocked by the Raiders. First and goal from inside the 6. Pryor on the move. Buys some time. Touchdown. Denarius Moore.
In the pouring rain, after a penalty sets them back.
Now Janikowski, Steve Tasker will try to pull off the onside kick. And the Chargers have it.
Well, in a game that's been decided really by special teams plays.
At 7 and 9, and win 3 of his final 4 games. And he will find out very soon about his future here in San Diego. But he ends with a victory over the Oakland Raiders, who came back and made it close at the end. 24-21.